Meyer had bonded out of jail prior to the verdict, so he's not shackled, which could be risky. At 5'11", 200 pounds, a full-speed Meyer is hard to ignore. The man in third place there is a detective who happened to be in the courthouse. Both he and the deputy are painfully aware that the only thing that stands between Meyer and escape is them. And because Meyer's facing 20 years in prison, he has all the motivation he needs. Meyer's now made it to the stairwell, meaning he's approaching the exit on the first floor. The detective might be calling for some backup here. And because it's past the normal operating hours of the court, the security station at the first floor entrance is unmanned. Once outside, Meyer's tracked by no less than 3 exterior courthouse security cameras. Amazingly, he escapes, despite the court officers and the detectives' best efforts. But just 4 hours later, he's apprehended at the home of his girlfriend, just a mile away from the courthouse. He's returned to custody and is currently serving a sentence of 20 years for child abuse by injury. Now we head to Cleveland, Ohio, to the Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court for the sentencing of convicted serial killer Michael Madison. Madison's been convicted on 3 counts of aggravated murder for the killing and mutilation of 3 young women in Ohio. The gruesome nature of the crime shocked the community of East Cleveland. Police found the remains of the victims in different areas of Madison's neighborhood, one in his own apartment.
There was evidence of decomposition fluid in several parts of the apartment building. There were maggots that were attached to the decomposition fluid.
Today, Madison finds out if he'll receive the death penalty. As part of the hearing, Van Terry, the father of one of Madison's victims, steps up to the podium to make a victim impact statement. Mr. Terry's now just a few feet away from the man who so brutally took the life of his daughter, Sherelda.
Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this clown who's touched our families, taken my child.
He's looking directly at Madison.
All right, whoever's in the red hat, you're excused. The red hat must leave.
Van Terry is released without charges. A short time later, County Judge Nancy McDonnell hands down Madison's sentence. Michael Madison is sentenced to death and will now live on Ohio's death row. Joining us now is Belinda Miner, who is the mother of Sherelda Terry and was inside court that day. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. Tell us about that moment that Van jumped at Michael Madison. Bring us inside the courtroom.
The moment that Van jumped, it was heart-wrenching. It was frustrating to just sit there and to see the facial expression, to know that he was that angry.
Were you surprised that he had done that?
I was very surprised when it happened. I could understand why he did it, not that he planned to do any of it, but when he heard that his daughter was mutilated, that was the part that was difficult for him.
So it sounds like he learned details that he didn't know until he was in that courtroom. And that's part of what